Saturday. Yay for the weekend. Seriously, I don't even know what day of the week it is anymore. If it wasn't for this, I seriously would not know where we are in the week, let alone the month. So for today's practice, we're going to need a chair. And I've chosen my son's accounting textbook because Lord knows he's not using it right now. So I figured that's what I'm going to use for my weights today. If you have small hand weights that you want to use, that would be awesome. But I mean, this is great for people that don't have weights in the house. I have a cookbook, like I said, a bag of rice that hasn't been opened because we don't want to go down that road. Anything like that, even large cans of like tomato sauce or whatever you have, as long as it's not glass and it can break because slippery fingers and all that. Okay, so we're going to start with a bit of quad work first, then we'll move to arms, and then we're going to move to stomach. So we're going to start with our feet hip distance apart, toes pointing forward, and we're going to start with the hands on the hips. As you exhale, begin to bend the knees. You're going to drop the sitting bones. Knees stay over top of the feet. So we're moving into Utkatasana. Now, as you inhale, you want to think of squeezing the glutes, squeezing the legs as you straighten. So exhale, drop, inhale, lift. If taking the arms forward feels natural, you can do that. But move with the breath. It makes it a little bit easier. When you hold your breath, when you're doing anything, it becomes twice as hard. So exhale is when you exert the muscles. Inhale is when you lift. Three more. I'm losing count already, so I'm throwing one more in for good measure. Good. Okay, now with the chair, we're going to do one-legged squats, and we need this for balance. If you have amazing balance and you want to do it without it, go for it. I don't. Okay, so you're going to take the one leg, tuck it up. If it makes sense to put it on top of the knee, doesn't matter as long as it's off the floor. But again, all the same principles apply. You're going to drop the sitting bones. The leg that's doing the work is going to stay over top of the foot. So exhale, inhale. And we're doing 10. I have a lot more company today, it seems. I opened a window. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Okay, switching legs. So finding the space or the balance in the bottom of the other leg, lifting the opposite. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Moving with your breath. Take your time. Don't just throw yourself down and hope for the best. You want to be very aware of what muscles that are working, how they feel. Notice if at any point there's any indication that it feels off in any way. Pay attention to those. It could be the knees not in the right place, or there could be an underlying injury that you're not really aware of. Hope somebody else is counting because I lost count already. One more. And coming back to stand. Now, we're going to do squats again, but this time we're going to hold something heavy. So you can grab a book. I'm going to grab a cat. Come here, Bella. Okay. She's the real friendly one. Feet are hip distance apart. Nice straight back. Exhale. Inhale. 2. Okay. I know. 4. Okay. You're going to be famous. I know. it's okay. Just a few more. She's got a little weight to her. What's that, 7? 8. 2 more, 2 more. Don't take my face off. Last one. You know, work hazards. That's okay. Okay, so now we're going to do the single leg ones again, but we're going to add a releve to it. So that means you're going to bend, come up, then you're going to lift your heel off the floor and come down. So exhale, inhale, lift, release. The breath work's a little odd in this one, so work with it in a way that makes sense to you. If you want to change it in any way, you can. Kathy, if you're watching, I know you can't do this with your sore ankle, so I'm expecting you to be on the floor right now doing push-ups. 3 more. Last one. Good. Okay. Switching sides. Again, nice straight spine. Draw the belly towards the back. As you exhale, move into the knee. Inhale, straighten and lift. You also begin to find out which side of your body seems to have a little bit more strength. It's interesting. I always thought my right side was the stronger side, which traditionally it is. But going through the injuries that I've been going through in the last couple of years, my left side has now picked up the slack, and it's more strong than the other side. Three more. Last one. Good. All right. So now let's work with some arm raises. You're going to grab your book or whatever you have. You're going to hold it out in front. As you inhale, you're going to take it up to shoulder height. Exhale, release. So from a side point of view, inhale, shoulder height. Exhale, release. Eight. What are you eating, my chives? 9. 10. Get out of there. Those are not for you. Holding the book again, or whatever you have. Now, depending on what you have, you may not be able to grip it very well, or if you chose something that's super heavy, then you might not be able to do this. But we're going to take the weight out to the side. If you find it's too heavy, you can just do it without weights. So let's lift the arm up to shoulder height. Exhale, release. Inhale. Exhale. We're only doing 10. 7. 9. 10. And switching sides. Make sure your hips stay over top of your feet. You want to stabilize the spine so you're not twisting in any way. Inhale the arm up. Exhale, release. 8, 9, 10. Good. Okay. If you have a book, you can place it on the floor. Even if you're using a bag of rice, you could probably do the same thing. So you're going to place your heel mounds on the block, and you're going to move into a squat. So what this does, by lifting the heels, it begins to work on the quadriceps a little bit more. So as you inhale, you're going to sweep your arms up to shoulder height. Now as you exhale, you're going to drop into a squat, and you're going to stay here. Now think of activating your quadricep muscles, keeping that balance between the toe mounds and the heel mounds. If you have to come out, straighten the legs, but come back into it. 3 more breaths. And inhale, come all the way up. Good. All right. So we're just going to move the book off to the side, or the weight off to the side. And we're going to start to work with our triceps. You guys love this one. I know you do. So, we did this last week. Hands are resting at the front of the chair. You've got the elbows tucked in nice and snug, and you're going to take your feet out a little bit, hip distance apart. Scooch your hips forward so they're just in front of the edge of the chair. Elbow creases facing forward. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, bending the elbows, dropping the sitting bones. Inhale, lift. And we're going to do 10. Remember, you can use the legs if you find it's getting a little bit too tough. Let your hips come back. Just relax your arms for a moment. So that one there, I don't know if you can see her, the wide one. That's Lucy. There's birds just in the yard, so she's got that weird thing going on. I'm just hoping she doesn't fall. She has a tendency to fall. She gets excited. Okay, we're going to come forward, come into Tadasana. We're just going to release forward into Uttanasana, just to stretch out the body. Let the head relax, soften the jawline. Relax the arms. Inhale, come all the way up. This is Sherlock. Come on, bud. Can you go sit over there, please? That's a good boy. All right. So we're going to do the triceps again. This time, if you can, put a weight on your thighs. Okay. Lift the chest. Exhale, drop. Inhale, lift. Keep the elbows squeezing towards each other. Don't let them splay out. We want the triceps to be used here. 2 more. Oh, there we go. Okay, now we're going to move into abdominal work. So we're going to start with plank. If you find plank is too hard, or if you have issues with the wrist, then of course you can do it from your forearms, or you can do it from the half knee position. Buddy, can you come over here? You're kind of taking up all the space. Here, come on, just park your butt over here. Oh, let's go, sit. Can you sit? Come on. You listen so well. Stay. Stay. Okay. Starting, no, back up. Starting in tabletop, I'm going to have to put you in the back room, buddy. Come on. Shoulders over the wrists. Release your hips forward. Now you can stay here, hugging the belly towards the spine. If you want to make it a little bit more difficult, straighten your legs. Pressing back through the heels, hugging the belly towards the back. You couldn't lie behind me, could you? It had to be in front. Exhale, release the knees down. And pressing back to a child pose to release yourself for a few breaths. Okay, so the next one we're going to do, and I've done this with a few of you before, is shoulder touch. Can you move? Seriously. So I'm going to face this way so you can see what's going on. Shoulders over the wrists. Now you can also do it from your knees, but if you want, you can curl your toes under. And you take your feet just a little bit wider for balance. So what you're going to do is you're going to cross hand to shoulder. So it's touch, place your hand down, touch. Let's do 5 of each. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and release the knees down. Move back to a child pose. Okay, we're going to do that one again because I just really like that one. Curling your toes under, move to plank. And again, if you're one of those people that do forearm plank, then you can't do this. So stay in forearm plank. So moving with your own breath, touching opposite shoulder. Try and stabilize the core so that you're not wobbling around so much. Two more on each side. Release your knees down. Move back to a child pose. Deep breath into the back body. Okay, now we're going to just do some standard sit-ups, but we're going to use the book or the block or the sugar or the rice or whatever you're holding. So you're going to hold it on your chest. You're going to start in the upright position. You're going to slowly roll back. So holding the belly towards the spine. And then exhale. That was the wrong side. Curling up. Oh dear God. Do you want to move please, buddy? Over there. Over there. Come on, move. For some reason, whenever I do sit-ups, this dog thinks it's time to play. This is so much easier if you have something to hook your feet under, or even a dog to lie on your feet. That's a hint. we go. Ah. Okay, so now we're going to do just a few crunches to finish off. So, lying on your back. No, back up, buddy. Lying on your back, knees bent. Hands behind your head. Stop it. Sorry. Cheryl. Just move. Stop. Sit. You guys know how to do crunches, right? Okay. So, exhale, lift. Inhale, release. Inhale, exhale. Exhale, inhale. Moving with your breath, you're drawing the belly towards the spine, really engaging the abdominals. Hey. I think that's 20 minutes, guys. So you can continue doing your crunches if you want. Maybe do a few more planks. If you're still feeling energetic, then that's something you can do. Yeah. Okay, you guys have a great day. Looks like the sun's shining, so try and get some fresh air out there. Maybe walk your dog. Isn't that right? Yeah. All right. See you guys later. Bye.